Greetings, RC Model Geeks, and here we are in the shed yet again for part 33 of the DB Sport and Scale Sopwith Pup electric build. So today is a day of bits and pieces, and the first of those is the ailerons on the top wing. So I've already burnt the holes in those ailerons and glued in the hinges there and there. So now I've just got to put them into the wing. So I've got to make 3 more holes in each wing, and then we can glue those ailerons in there. So I'm going to get on with that, and I'll come back to you. Okay, busy day so far, getting all these little gribbly bits done. I've got the wing screwed on now to the struts there, so that's all good. Undercarriage is permanently on there. Radio's all set up. So I'm now just doing the cabanes. So if we go over to here, let's find the one I've done. Got to be one of them. There you go. I've basically drilled a hole in the end of the cabane there, and I'm going to put one of those split pins in the end, and that's going to be glued in. So what I did first was I just burnt the start of the hole with a soldering iron, so I got it nicely in the centre, and then just drilled it down with a drill. So I'm going to start gluing those on. So back soon. Right, very slow progress today. I had Mark II over this morning to come and take a look at the pup. He's known on YouTube as Vass. Quite strange that he's named his channel after his favourite lubricant. Yeah, and then we had Saltmarsh Pete over on his normal Saturday afternoon visitation to see what he could buy this time. I think he's got at least 20 planes now, and he's not flown one of them. I think he's just collecting them. Yeah, so yeah, 2 struts done, 1, 2, and I'm just working on the 3rd one at the moment. So yeah, very slow. I mean, I'll be happy if I get the 4 struts done today, and maybe the linkages up to the top ailerons there and there. If I get all that done, I think I will be happy. So back with you when I've done some more. But you know, she's looking like a plane. If we go back a bit here, yeah, she's looking nice. Back soon. Okay, so struts are done, and one of the aileron interconnects is done. There it is. So I've just got the other one to do, the other aileron interconnect, and that's pretty much the main things done on this plane. Yeah, I've got to obviously screw the cowling on and stuff like that. One thing to note with this design and how they've actually mounted, or the position of where they've mounted the battery and things like that, you will need a fair amount of lead in the front, and there's no way around it, you know. You'd have to make the tail possibly, you know, 100 grams lighter, which is pretty much impossible. No matter what you did, I don't think you'd save 100 grams. at the back there. Anyway, because of that, because there's such a short nose and the fact that the CG is about here, and if you look how far the nose is away and how far the tail is away, you will need a fair amount of lead. And when I say a fair amount of lead, I mean that much lead. Yeah, that's about 600 grams, maybe a tad more, of lead in the front. 600 grams. You heard me right. Now that is one thing they do not tell you about on their website or in the instructions. Anywhere you need a church roof full of lead to get it to balance. And I thought, fucking hell, is it me? You know, am I being really stupid or something? So I did a bit of a search on the net, looked up some other people that have built one, and yeah, sure enough, they're putting in 700 grams plus of lead in the front of their planes. Ouch. So a plane that was light is now 600 grams plus heavier. You could have mitigated some of that if they'd actually mentioned in the instructions at all about the possibility of having to put some lead up front. You could move the servos forward a fair amount if you put your mind to it, and you could also redesign how the battery actually goes in there. At the moment the battery sits on the CG, which is pretty useless really. You know, you need to get the battery as far forward as you can on this model. You're still going to need a ton of lead in the front, because you're never going to get that much weight up front with just batteries, but it would certainly mitigate some of the weight. Ideally, you know, you want to be able to mount the battery something like that. That would be the ideal sort of installation, coming up from underneath, you know, as far forward as you can, and then having a different mounting arrangement for the motor on the front. So yes, there you go. Well, obviously that ain't happening on this one at the moment, so we'll see what it flies like. It certainly handled the wind well now with that weight up there. Yeah, so there you go. That is it for today. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the next exciting episode. Like I said, we're nearly there. Probably be finished tomorrow. We will have to see. Okay, see you all then. Bye.